Vapors, what's up? This is Jared at Jared Vapes. This is my last video for the day. This is my fourth one in a row, I believe. I'm doing so many at once because I haven't been on for, I believe, a week. We can have 2 weeks around there. A lot of shit's been going on, so I've, haven't really had time to sit down and just make a video. But today I'm going to be going over, now I went over the hardware for the actual device itself for the eLeaf iJust 2 starter kit. Comes with the battery, which is a 2600 mAh. Comes with the tank, which holds 5.5 mils of juice. Comes with a 0.3 sub-ohm coil. Now, I did not really go over specs of the coil, so I figured I'd do that real quick. It's not going to take me too long because there's not too much to show. I have been having saturation issues, so if any of you have this kit, if you got any comments, questions, concerns, feel free to comment, and I will get back to you as quick as I can. Sometimes it may take a week, but I will. So it says right on here, 30 to 80 watts, which you can't control with this kit. Where is it? There it is. Right there, that little writing. I can't really get it to focus, but 30 to 80 watts. It has 4 juice holes. Now, I've been having trouble saturating these, so I tried a couple different ways. I actually wasted 2 coils trying it, but what are you going to do? There's 4 little holes around the side here. All right, 2 there, and 2 on the other side. So there's 4. Normally what I'll do, I'll take either my bottle, whatever, or my glass dripper, and I'll put a drop on each one so it soaks in. Once that's soaked, it takes probably about 5 seconds because it's the first one. I do it again. I do that about 4 times. And then I'll actually, the little screening in there, there it is. I'll put it right on that screen. I'll just do a little layer around it. If all of that soaks in, I'll do it one more time. You don't want to put too much because then it's going to spit back up at you. But that soaks the outside and the inside just a little bit. And then I'll actually put it in my device with the juice, let it sit. And even still, before I decide to pull it to get my e-liquid up, I'll do a couple air pulls. I'll just, without pressing the button, without trying to get juice out, because then you'll actually see some bubbles come up and it will be pulling it through your cotton. You can do this with any coil. This isn't just for the eLeaf coils. This is for any kind of coils. You just, and you'll start to see bubbles. Now mine's already primed, so it's saturated. It's probably why you're not going to see them off this one. But if you just, a couple times, it will actually help just a little bit. Not all that much, but a little bit. And then normally what I would start doing is small pulls. And then I'll let it sit a little bit, do a couple more, and then I'll actually go at it and I'll rip it and it should be fine. Because once you burn a coil like this, if it wasn't saturated enough and you pull it hard, that's it. Your coil is trashed. Your juice is going to be tasting a little burnt. Some people don't mind that. I think it's disgusting. I can't stand it. I got to throw my coil out and I got to restart, and that's just a waste of money. So honestly, it's worth the wait when you're saturating. Trust me on that, because these coils, it's like $10 for 5, and you waste 2 of them, oh, you're down to 3 already. You just wasted half your pack. So that's how I do it. I mean, right now, I just soaked it up with my I Heart Donuts juice, and let me show you how this vapes. Pure flavor, absolutely no burnt taste. So, I mean, that's definitely one way to try it. Now, if you don't mind getting a little spit back on the first couple, not too much, but you'll get it. What I actually did is I took like a tablespoon measuring cup and I filled the whole thing up with juice, the whole thing. And I just threw my coil in there, the whole coil, just, and I let it sit there. Now, the one downside to doing that method is it is going to be inside, so then when you stick it back in and then whatever you let it sit, when you pull it, you are going to get some spit back. Not a lot, but for the first 5 to 10 pulls, you're going to get some that spits back up because it's in the center and it's got to work it out. But after that, it actually works pretty great. I recommend the first method, like 1 or 2 layers on the inside, and then probably 3 to 4 on the outside. And your coil should be totally primed once you let it sit and do a couple air pulls. So I'm going to give you one more pull of this so you can kind of see it looks like on a fresh coil. Man, I can't get over this e-juice. This is so good. This is the I Heart Donuts. It's like a blueberry donut kind of pastry thing. I am almost out of juice with this too. I have maybe 5 mils left. It's always the worst when you got a little bit of your favorite juice and you're trying to save it till the last possible moment. But that is honestly the best way to prime any kind of coil. It doesn't matter if it's a Kangertech SSOCC coil, an Aspire coil, the Aspire Atlantis coils. The new GSA are 2 coils. These coils, which are for the TC Mellow tank, I believe is what it's called. Doesn't matter what kind of coil it is. I feel like those are the 2 best ways. First way being way better. The second way being, you know, if you really don't want to go through all the other effort. But in the end, it's worth it because you will not get burnt hits or dry hits or destroy a coil. Because once you get a burnt hit, that burned cotton is going to sit in there through the whole use. And then it's going to taint your juice a little bit. So I wait the time. That's another reason why I have 2 devices, or better yet. Hold on 1 second there, YouTube. I have 2 whole setups with prime coils. This is also so I'm not using constantly 1 tank. This is another something, you know, that I recommend to people that vape very often, is getting 2 of either the same or different setups. I personally do the same. I feel it's a lot easier because then if I buy a 5-pack of coils, I can use the same coils in both devices, as opposed to if I had a Kangaroo Sunbox Mini and an E-Leaf iDust 2, I gotta buy a 5-pack for each. Now if I do this, my coils last twice as long, not due to anything that I'm doing other than some days I want this flavor, some days I want this flavor, and then it sits for a day instead of me constantly pulling the same coil. That's just a recommendation if you have the money to get 2 different kits from the same brand. Now you could also get you know, an Aspire Atlantis tank, because those coils also work in here. So you can have your E-Leaf and you can have an Atlantis and you'd be just fine because the coils fit in both, which is actually very convenient. Some days I'll do 1 pull from that and 1 pull from that. I go back and forth. You gotta do what you gotta do. But that's my little video today, my little spiel on how to prime your coils. Because that is something that a lot of people ask me how to do. How do you prime your coils? Oh, well, I don't know. Let me tell you. So I figured I'd make a video about it so, you know, it saves you the money and it saves you the time from getting all the burnt hits and then just trying to deal with it, throwing it out and wasting them. So now you know how to prime a perfect coil every time. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, certainly shoot me a comment down below on any of my videos. I check back on all of my videos. I'd say probably about once a week tops. And if I see any comments that I haven't answered, I usually answer them unless it's somebody just saying, oh, great video, something like that. I'll try and shout out a thank you, but normally I'm busy. I got 2 kids, 3rd on the way. It's a little tough, but I like doing this because it's something that I love, and I know a lot of people are getting into the vape game, and it's a big thing that's helping people quit smoking cigarettes and cigars and all that crap. So it's just, you know, you want to do it the best efficiently and the cheapest way possible because it's supposed to help you save money. It's supposed to help your health. And I feel it's supposed to help you relax more than cigarettes because it doesn't stink and you can do it almost anywhere. That's why I vape in my house because, hey, it doesn't leave a smell. Unlike cigarettes, or I'd get yelled at if I did that. So it's just, you know, I'm trying to help people out with that whole method of, okay, how can I get the best bang for my buck is the best way I can put it, as lame as that sounds. I mean, you really don't want to be wasting 2 or 3 of these a month and then being like, shit, I got 2 left for the whole month. That's why normally I also order 10 at a time, which is like 20 bucks. 20 bucks for 10, I believe. It's 10 bucks a pack for 5. So yeah, it's about 20 bucks. But yeah, if you got any questions, comments, concerns, if you want me to order a certain starter kit and review it for you, I can certainly do that. If you want me to check out a certain juice before you do, I'm down with that too. I will certainly order any kind of juice, obviously within reason. I will not buy those expensive ass $25 for 30 ml bottles unless they go on sale, because I feel that's absolutely insane. When I can spend $8.50 for a 30 ml and I can get 3 of them, so I could get 90 mils of juice for the same price on Mount Baker Vapor instead of buying 130 ml. Occasionally will I, you know, splurge a little bit and, you know, get like the I Heart Donuts thing? Of course. But most of the time I get stock juice like this. It's a lot cheaper and it helps me, you know, stay vaping. It helps me stay on target, stay on track, and that's the whole idea. It's not to go find the most expensive juice. Occasionally I'll, you know, go get a Cosmic Fog or a Monarch Supreme or the I Heart Donuts, or the Cutwood, or the Unicorn Milk, whatever. But that's only once in a while. The Muffin Man, the Milkman, those are all great e-juices, don't get me wrong, but for the price, I'm not about it. Or the Philip Rocker Animal line. He's got the Animal, and then he's got Carnage, I believe. Looper and Carnage, I think. One of them's like a fruity cereal, one's like a red gummy kind of candy thing. But I'm not going to be paying $22, $23 for a 30 ml when I can get them for $8.50. My personal preference. I'm going to give you one more pull so you can kind of see what this looks like on a fresh coil, nice and prime. Leave me any questions, comments, concerns that you got below, and I will answer you as soon as I can. Also, next month, I will be having another review up for the Joytech Eagle 1, the very basic one. I will be doing it, reviewing the 1 ohm coil and the 0.5 ohm coil and why it's a great starter kit. You can get it right now online for $32.99, including the charger. You can pick a color, white, blue, or black, and you get a 1 ohm coil that's installed and a 0.5 ohm coil that comes in the box on Mount Baker Vapor. That's for $33. Use the code VAPOR from Baker. You'll get 10% off your whole order. So I'm going to give you one more pull. Not bad for a little $30 starter kit with a fresh 0.37 coil. If that is too much vapor for you, like I said, you can get a 0.5 where that little airflow piece in the middle will just be a little tighter. So it'll be a little tighter of a draw, not by much, it's a 0.5, but you'll still get a decent amount of vapor instead of a 0.3. Some people don't like that. They rather have a 0.5. So certainly check them out, Mount Baker Vapor. You can get these coils there. Just search TC Mellow 2 coils. I'll pop right up. Prime them the way I told you, and trust me, you will not have any issues.